arrived, then I cut the cord. Now I'm not online, but I'll be fine. Yeah, I guess that I'll get by. Well, I shaved my head and I grew out a beard, and now I only wear plaid. I always like I steer. I'm moving to LA. I'm writing a screenplay, but it's not about you or what we were. It's about a new girl you've never met her. She's just got your name, and she looks exactly the same. Tell me you know. Tell me it's okay that I dropped right off the map, and I'm falling.
Hello and welcome back. Here the whistle go down on the floor. We're going to get started in just a moment here between the Sharks and the Ravens, as I will update this score header. My name is Colin Doyle, and today we are bringing you some more TFL action. We are back. Yes, it has been a while since we've had some TFL action here. And we're going to be testing out a new blue ball today to see if that shows up a little bit better on camera. Thank you to the refereeing staff today for trying it out for this first game. We got two very good teams going up against each other here. Ravens and the Sharks, two of the top teams in the league this season. We'll be trying to get back into the win column once again. And both teams are going to be starting 6-on-6 as goalies get changed, but for the Sharks, they have a lot of our top scorers this season. A new graphic here for the broadcast. The Ravens and Sharks actually both tied with two of the top 5 scorers, Nick Petrakis and Zach Cooper, both of 6 points, and Rustam Aydinov and Tyler Hathroll for the Ravens. I think a good chunk of which are not here today. Nick Petrakis, the only one of those 4 names currently on the court. And he should be a massive difference maker for this team and in this game. The Sharks look to get another win here today to take their position at the top of the standings. Ravens currently undefeated this season as they will look to continue their streak. 3-0. Been backstopped by some pretty solid goaltending from Jay so far this season. And as we get things kicked off, the Sharks get the first possession win, and they are down a player right now in net, and so we'll be playing a 6-on-5 to start this game. Owen Huel chips it up the wing here to 10. This one's popped up, corralled by Huel here in the back. Jeff King in net today for them. The Turtles goaltender. Petrakis shoots it wide. Off into the corner, Jonathan Lex. Got it. Has some support back at the point. A little bit of movement in the middle from Aaron Long there. Back behind it, Jake Wolf. Petrakis in the wing, a.k.a. Austin Matthews, apparently today. Shot on, saved by Jeff. Lex tries to chip it in. That one goes over and out of play. Good first chance here. As I think my mic is just a touch too loud. Chip back in, intercepted by Lex. Can't be corralled. Gabriel 10 doing the work there on the edge. And The Ravens will look to bring it back out. Stopped up on the wing. Center, Petrakis whiffs on the shot. And that'll be an advantage played to the Sharks. Shot across, Umesh Haran there on the far side now for the Sharks. Getting things moving. Dawson Wiggle back to Umesh. Across, Petrakis can't get a 1-tee off on it. Center, this one will go all the way across to Wiggle. Backhand, low, wide. Petrakis behind the net. Collected by Rupar. And for the first time in goal this season, John-Luc Gristeko. An X-Factor player in this league when he is on the court. Good to have him back in the TFL. Goldberg has it and draws the free hit. Haran finds Dimitri on the far side. Rustom now there, number 11 for the Ravens. One of their leading scorers. So both teams now have one of their top players in terms of points. Owen Kuehl. Chip back to Russ. He'll take it behind the net, find some peace and quiet there for just a moment before finding Owen on the wing here. He looks long. That far side battling. It's one of the Lynn brothers, I believe. Sent up the middle. Down into the corner. Good hustle from the Ravens, but Zoom beats it out. Intercepted. Center back. Ezra will intercept that. Up into the middle. Dangerous play. Ran down into the corner. Andrew Lynn. Goes back to the point. Shot on, whipped on by Russ, but it won't go. Still 0-0 here. Now Petrakis on that far side, intercepted. Space behind the net. Arnold running fast at that one. That's Jeff Lynn trying to chip it up. Shot on. That one was ripped midair. Sharks ball is called by near side referee Cody Lafortune, member of the Flames. They'll be playing next game. Isaac Cashimo there, back in action after missing the last set of matches due to a Team Canada training camp, I believe. Same for the Chambers brothers for Team Canada. And for the Flames, who the Ravens will be playing in the next game. Cashino chips it up the middle, loses it. A little bit of rust after not playing in the TFL for about a month. Speaking of rust, he's there, loses it. Behind the net, Sam McPhail able to get it back. Cashino chips it off the boards, gets by one, squeezes through two, shot is blocked in front, it seems. And Rupar will work it up the boards. Burst of speed from Lynn there on the far side, and it'll be a free hit from about where Gabriel 10 is there, number 10 for the Ravens. Back to Rupar, who goes just barely wide. Wiggle. Chipped. That one will end up going over off of the stick of McPhail. And the Sharks will get ball from the... No, the Ravens will get the ball. That was just straight up and over. Rupar at the point, chipped. That one will get some airtime, unfortunately. Go off of Umesh out of bounds. Ravens will get the ball back in the corner once again. Cleared all the way back out as Nick will chase it down. Ezra hard on him. And Rupar with the back check. Dmitriev is there, stopped up. Shot goes wide. Neither team getting a grade A chance yet here. Both playing it a bit slowly. Umesh. Oh, Stamadianos looked for the centering pass there. Gets one through, but Wolf won't be able to get to it. Inadinov loses it. To Dmitriev, one hand on the stick. Tries to deke through, he gets by two, but Presteko ends up holding it. Back to Haran. Stamadianos. Back to Umesh. Whipped on, blocked in front. Back Umesh, can't get there. Wolf. Back to Zoom. Chipped in, Stamadianos. Back to Wolf. Center. Ezra goes wide with the shot. Great opportunity from the Sharks, finally getting a proper slot shot. Now the Ravens try and work with it. Lex, 2-on-1, can't corral it. Back to Cashino, whipped around off the backside of Owen Kuehl and out of bounds. Don't see a block like that very often. Giving up the body, makes it work. Keeps that ball out of the net. Lex behind him. Cashino can't quite stay with it, but a great bit of work with the stick there to get in front. Wow, off the mask of Jeff King in net. This one sent back down the length of the court, though. Intercepted. Lynn to Lynn. Shot off of the leg of Zoom. And Arnold Long. Back to Petrakis. Shot save. 3-on-3 in the corner. Rupar on Cashino. He gets that back to the point. The shot goes wide. Petrakis. Back to Cashino. He holds. Back to Lex on the far side. Center, no shot on net. Back, Petrakis, shot, block. Andrew Lynn. Shot, save for Stako. Zoom. Clears, out of bounds. And a free hit will be taken in there from about where Andrew Lynn changed. Far side, Rupar. Back intercepted by Wolf, centering Inadinov there. Great stick work to corral that quickly, get it out of danger, and the Ravens will look to break back out. And a little bit of offensive zone time, which they have not had a ton of here. I think the Sharks have had a good chunk of the possession. Intercepted by Dmitriev. Backhand, good shot there, whipped on. Doesn't get there. Chipped up. Haran stays with it in the middle, loses it to Gabriel 10. Great work. Oh, can't get it center though. Good defensive play by Wiggle. Dawson Wiggle looking for a pass across, intercepted by Rupar. Runs up the center. Nick Rupar around the outside. One hand on the stick, spins, shoots, gets lost in the legs of Jake Wolf. And the Sharks will hold. Gets back out. Goldberg spins. Umesh intercepted by McPhail. Chip, McPhail back down. Gets through, and that's in. Ravens score first. Jeff Lynn with the marker. And the Ravens take the lead. Just over halfway through, it seems. The Ravens get one. Their team leading scorer, I believe. On the goal front. Actually, Hathroll and Dino both have 5, but Lynn ties it at 5 as well with that one. Now into the corner for Zoom. Behind the net, it is Cashino. Isaac. Chipped up the board. Petrakis. Finds Cashino again, whips it on. Great vision from Jeff to get a howitzer. Petrakis intercepts in close, can't quite get it to Lex. Rupar chips it all the way down. Prestako gets a shot up the wing. Lex stays with it. Tries to keep possession, but 10 is there. Lost it. Cashino chip into the corner. It goes up over the boards. And it will be black ball from that corner. Those watching at home, let us know what you think of the blue ball this game in terms of the visibility. I think it's slightly better than the white one. Rupar up on the wing. He holds. Good stick work from Team Canada defender Isaac Cashino. 2-on-1 there, but Nick Rupar gets out with it. Petrakis intercepts the point pass to Owen Kuehl. Shot up through the middle. Lex tried to get a tip on target. Long, waiting in the slot. Not going to be able to get a pass through here, Cashino. That shot is blocked. Doesn't make it to the goal. Petrakis shot scores! Nick Petrakis! 4th goal of the season. And he will tie Tom Flack, for the league points lead. It is 1-1. Far side, 10. Chipped up. Shot from Andrew goes out of play. Andrew to Owen. Sends it down into the corner. Lost to Umesh. Good play by Umesh there to strip it from Jeff. This one's handed back to Stamadianos behind the net to Wiggle. Jake on the wing. Advantage played and a free hit won by Wolf. Going to take it back. Umesh is going to be the drop pass recipient. Off, Wiggle. Shot goes wide. Stamadianos in tight. He usually plays defense. Wiggle can't get on the end of it. Him playing up brings a very interesting dynamic to this bit of Sharks offense here, as he'll get it on the wing. Intercepted by 10, chip up, and it's too far. Wolf will be able to defuse that attack before it starts. Gets it back up to Umesh. That one is lost into the corner. Goldberg beats out Inadinov by inches. Haran shot off a body in front, and the Ravens will be able to collect the loose ball and get some possession themselves. Great pass. McPhail chipped into the corner. Now it's going to be Jeff Lynn. Chip down into the corner. McPhail tries to get it out front. 10 with the spin. Can't get it by all the feet in front from the Sharks. Goldberg with the spin move. Gets possession. Sends it across, but nobody there. Jeff sends it off of Stamatianos, and Ravens get the ball in the corner after that one goes out of play. Rupar. Chipped up, McPhail in the middle. Settled by Dmitriev. Shot off a body in front, zoom across, and it'll be collected by Zoom. Into the corner, Rupar chips away, Zoom. Petrakis stops up. Cashino, low shot saved by King. Lynn sent all the way down, but this one will be got by Zoom, and the Ravens playing a lot of dump and chase ball. Petrakis going for his 5th of the season. Does not get it. Lost. Lex shot wide by inches. 5 seconds to go, apparently. High fly ball to deep center field. Body blocked by Isaac Cashino, whips one on, and another block will be given out, although it's not a stat we track, but a very close game so far. Chippy at points. Sharks, Ravens, 1-1 going into the second half. We'll see what we get here in half number 2. We'll be right back. As we get back into the second half, be sure to like, share, and follow the Toronto Floorball League on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Toronto Floorball League. It's also free to try. Let's get back into the action here. As the Ravens take on the Sharks in some second half action. All Fuel on the near side. Sends it off to Rupar. Fuel. Shot ends up going across. In the corner. It's going by the wraparound, doesn't go. And this one goes back the other way. Stamatianos has it go wide and out of play. Cross to Haran. That one doesn't end up going. Goldberg tries to get that one across. It won't go. Goldberg back to Haran. Behind the net, Goldberg tries to get it back out. Front, Olsen zoomed up back and forth. Andrew. Gabriel Tech in the middle. Held off by Prosecco. And Thomas Stavrogiannis was behind Dimitri. Backhand slap off of someone. A loop bar will hold. Send it here on the near side. Shot well wide. Cashno will stop it up at mid. Goes through. Luong skies it on the rebound. Cashno whips it through, finds the hole. No idea how he got that one through. He gives the Sharks the lead regardless. (2-1). The Sharks with the win would move up to 3-1. And would tie the Ravens on win percentage. Which, for those who are unaware, because of the Team Canada game last week, we skipped a week of floorball action, which means that not all the teams will play the exact same amount of regular season games anymore. So instead of a point system, it is straight up win percentages. So wins versus losses is massive. Or points percentage, excuse me. So getting any sort of points in a game is still big, but those 1 points for losses matter just a little bit less. Shot from Jonathan Lex goes. And we have a beautiful goal here to give the Sharks a 2-goal lead. Cross crease gets Jeff moving. And that will be a great goal. The background was a little bit loud in that first half, I apologize. Goldberg tries to get by. Good defense from Rupar. With the sticks, Stavrogiannis gets advantage called on him. And a free hit will be taken by the Ravens. 10, Lynn and McPhail now out there. Andrew Lynn goes all the way around the roundabout. Then laps out there, chip down into the corner for Lynn, back to Ainadinov at the point. Using his time well. One of the things I've noticed more and more about Russ's game is his really good use of time and his use of patience to find holes in the defense. Never in a rush to get rid of that ball, never in a panic, no matter where the ball is and what moment of the game you're at. They never rush. Umesh. Tommy now with it. Chip down for Umesh. Russ intercepts, comes back the other way, gets around one, tries to chip it in on JL, who's having a monumental performance in goal in his first game back in the TFL this season following the passing of his mother. Well wishes and a heroic performance today by JL. Has had to face some nasty shots and has done real well, but lets one through there. Andrew Lynn gets the Ravens second and gets them back in this game. Not much you can do about a breakaway. And the Ravens take full advantage of the 2-on-0. Make it 3-2 for the Sharks. Cashino, low shot wide. Dmitriev leaves it for Jeff Lynn.
Turn back. Yeah.
Rupar looks for some space, gets it into the corner. Huel can't keep the possession alive for the Ravens. Cashino instead comes up with it for the Sharks. Chucks it up the near side. Jonathan Lex already with a goal today. His first of the season, I believe. Lex across, finds a wide open Dawson Wiggle at the point. Into the corner for Cashino, trying to get something going. Lex, second of the game from Isaac Cashino. And they cash in again. Isaac Cashino. Have yourself a day.
Andrew Lynn clears this one into the corner. Dimitri now. Shot off the bar. It ends up going in. And Nick Petrakis now in sole lead of the scoring. His 8th point of the season puts him one ahead of Tom Flack. And the Sharks take a 5-2 lead. Cleared into the corner. Stamatianos. Cleared out. Jeff whips it on. Good save by Presteko in net. Zoom. Haran shot. That one goes well up and over. 5-2 Sharks. Ravens have another game right after this against the Flames. You can see him warming up on the far side when we pan back to the Sharks' end. Should have a full house today. But 7 on deck for them. Kuol gets in front. Can't get the shot through. Good pass intercepted by Stamatianos. Back to Wolf. Fans on the shot in front. Goldberg not there. back to Ainadinov. Cleared away, intercepted by Cashino. Holds, whips it through, but well off target after his stick was caught by some legs or something in the way there. Not a clean shot from him. Not been limited on the score sheet today, though. A goal and an assist for sure. Going for his second. There it is. Cashino with a snipe 6-2. The way of the Sharks. A fantastic performance from the Sharks here today. Back on offense. Lex in the corner, tries to get it back out. Umesh sends it across. Nick Petrakis holds. Waits, looks for a lane through. Umesh finds Lex going for the hat trick today. Tries to chuck it in for Petrakis. He won't find it. 2-on-1. Ainadinov and McPhail for the Ravens. Can't get it done, and they will hold for possession. Kuehl chips it up. 10. Back to Rupar. Ainadinov. Patient with it. Walks in and will send it into the corner for Kuehl. Holds. Waits. Back behind the net to 10. Gabriel 10 gets it in front. No pinball action there, as this one will go around behind the net. And it will be chipped out by Lex to Rupar, but he gets one on target. That one pops up and away. McPhail in the corner. Back out in front. No one able to get on the end of that one as Lex will bring it out for the Sharks. Chipped up by Arnold in the corner. Long. Back to the point for Umesh. Umesh has Petrakis, but opts for the shot as that one's blocked at the point of inception. And the Ravens will start to bring it back out. Kuehl stops up. Back to Ainadinov. Stopped. On the block by Stamatianos. Petrakis chips it up to him here at midfield. Intercepted by Owen Kuehl, and the Ravens break back in. A 2-on-3, so they don't have numbers in this case. Get a weak shot on, and Wiggle will try and hold possession. Cashino settles it behind the net. He's got two men on him, but finds a open Dawson Wiggle. Far side for Stamatianos. Blocked by Lynn. Slapper. That one goes well up and over the target. Back to the point. Lynn, slight mishandle. Tries to get through two. Goldberg and Wolf, those two. They end up getting the ball off of him, but for how long? Sharks ball will be called. They get the advantage played. Back to Cashino. Cleared out to Wolf. Back in the middle. Goldberg loses the handle on it. Oh, man, he's usually so good at those. Cashino in deep. Has some help up at the top. We'll hand it off to Wiggle. Dawson Wiggle. Whips it on, it goes in straight. Dawson Wiggle. 7-2 Sharks. Wiggle with his second goal of the season. Sharks up big time. Not a lot of time left in this game. Ravens maybe saving a little bit of energy for game number 2 they have to play today at this point, as they'll take their first loss of the season. They'll fall to 3-1, the Sharks. Excuse me, up to 3-1. That one goes wide. rebound goes up and over the net. Forgetting to take my allergy pills this morning was a bad idea. Haran has one almost squeak by. That does not cross the goal line definitively, though. Apologies for the camera work. Allergies got the best of me there. Huel back behind the net. Ainadinov chipped all the way down. Lynn is chasing. Lynn behind the net. Huel whips one on, blocked by Zoom. That was close to a jump. He has to keep 2 points of contact on the floor when making that block. He can't jump in floorball for those blocks. Zoom chipped all the way out. Ainadinov behind the net. Andrew Lynn. Oh, loses it, but Jeff Lynn is there. He also loses it to Wiggle, but gets it back. Cashino will be the final collector of this ball and hold on to it. 1 of 1. Some blue ball reminding me of what the Pokemon Shiny of a floor ball might look like. In the middle, Jonathan Lex with the hat trick. Sharks, a Barça here today. 8-2 as the final buzzer sounds. Jonathan Lex, certainly the man of the match today. His hat trick marks his first 3 goals this season. And JL Presteko back in net, gets his first win, being back in the TFL. Thank you so much for watching as we get prepared for Flames Ravens. That one will be either going live shortly or is up currently. So go check that game out, as well as our final one of the day, Lions versus Turtles. Go watch our other games as well if you haven't seen them. Follow us on socials, as I said before, at Toronto Floorball League. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Colin Doyle, and we'll see you next time.